Welcome to Transcend Yoga Online. My name is Jillian. For this practice, you will need perhaps a block if you have one available. Have a seat on the ground. You can sit on the block or on your mat. And take just a few moments to get settled. Your palms can be resting upward on your thighs, or you can turn them down. It's up to you. Take notice to your breath. You don't have to change your breath just yet. Just notice. Notice where you are mentally and physically, emotionally. When you're ready, let your breath deepen. Notice the expansion of the rib cage on the inhale. And notice the pulling inward on the exhale. Take just a few more breaths. Perhaps think of a quality that you would like to embody today. This might be love, might be peace, it might be strength or confidence. Inhale that quality. And as you exhale, let that quality completely surround your energy field. And when you're ready, bring your hands to your forehead and bow to the divine energy within you. Come on to hands and knees. Make any slight adjustments here that you need. And then sink right back into child's pose. Now for this, I like my knees apart with my feet together. Some people prefer their knees together. That brings pressure onto the belly. You decide. Take a few deep breaths here. Now bring your left arm underneath your right, taking a small twist through your upper back. And then let's try the other side, same thing. Right arm underneath left, small twist. And when you're ready, come back into child's pose. From here, move back into tabletop. Let your shoulder blades come strongly onto your back, curl your toes under, lift into downward facing dog. Now make any adjustments to downward dog that feel nice for you. You can move into your hips, roll your ankles, move into your shoulders, anything you need. Find stillness when you're ready. If it helps, you can take your feet a little bit wider, bend your knees, take your tailbone up. Few more breaths here. Again, finding stillness, perhaps coming back to your quality. What would you like to embody today? Take your left leg, reach it high into the air. Or your right leg. Doesn't matter, we have two legs. We'll use both. Swing your leg forward, bring your foot between your hands, and then reach right up into crescent lunge. Notice the strength through your legs. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. And take opposite elbow to opposite thigh. Press into your hands. See if you can twist open a little bit more. Come back to center. Step it forward. Take an inhale. Reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, step right back into downward facing dog. Again, take a moment, make any adjustments, and then find stillness. When you're ready, inhale your opposite leg up towards the ceiling. And then swing it through. Place your foot between your hands. Reach up, crescent lunge. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Opposite elbow to opposite thigh. Press your hands together. Twist open. Keep your legs strong, so if you feel unbalanced here, bring strength into your legs. It helps. Carefully untwist. See if you can step it forward. Take a few breaths. Step to the side. Reach your arms out to the side. See if you can line up your wrists and your ankles. And then take a small back bend here, star pose. When you're ready, lean forward, bring your hands down to the mat. Hold here. Notice where you feel the stretch. Perhaps even notice just a slight pulling in of your inner thighs. Now walk your hands over to the left as you bend your left knee. Get an inner thigh stretch here. And then over to the other side. Bend your right knee. Come back into your forward fold. Now take your left fingers and walk them forward. They're staying on the floor. Walk your fingers forward. Take your right hand, reach it high into the air, and twist from the belly and the back. Then let's try the other side. Left hand reaches up, twist from the belly. Bring your hand back down. Place your hands on your hips. Come up to a wide stance. Turn your left toes to the left. Reach your arms out. Let's come into Trikonasana, triangle pose. So remember, in this pose, really stay open across the chest. So it doesn't matter where your hand goes. It can go onto a block. It can go onto your shin. The important thing is to open up here, across the chest. Now bend into your front knee. I'm taking the full pose here. If this is too much for you, bring your elbow onto your thigh. Another breath. Bring your hand that's reaching up towards the ceiling down to the mat. Come back to your wide angle forward fold Hang right out here in the center. Maybe even walk your fingertips back behind you. Sometimes that feels nice. It's just a good stretch. Hands on your hips. Come back up to a stand. Yeah, that feels nice. Let's try the other side. Reach your arms out. Bring your right foot to the right. Triangle pose. Now notice your front leg. Keep it straight as you can. Take a few breaths. Come into your side angle. Look at your knee. Make sure your knee and your ankle are lined up with each other. Breath or two here. Remember, adjust this pose so it works for you. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. Bring your hand down. Come into your forward fold. Hands on your hips. Come back up. Walk your feet together. Come to the front of your mat. And let's set up for Warrior 3. So shift your weight over to the left, lift your right knee, and send your leg back. Now feel free to play around with this pose. If you're watching me, I wobble a little bit, and that's okay. I haven't done this pose in a little while, and I accept where I am. Breathe. Now, if you have a block near you, you might choose to turn this into half moon. Left hand will come down onto the block or the mat. Open up through the right hips. Maybe reach your hand up. Breathe. Stay here or bend your knee, grab your ankle. Remember, you do not have to do that. It's okay if you choose not to. Come into your forward fold. Let that pose go. Come up to a stand. Reach your hands up. Bring your hands to your heart. Other side. Here we go. Shift your weight over. Lift your knee. Send it back. So ideally, we want a nice straight line from the top of our head all the way through our ankle. Let this pose be what it is for you. It's okay to fall out of the pose. Turn this into half moon if you choose. Stay here in half moon or take a variation by grabbing your foot or your ankle. Now you have to open up, so you really have to bring your shoulder blades strong onto your back to grab your foot. Feel the opening up across the front of your body. Come into your forward fold. Stay here in a forward fold. Maybe grab your elbows. Now, if you have a slipped disc, I encourage you to keep your hands on the ground. Place your hands on your hips, come back up to a stand. Take a moment in mountain pose. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, come back into your forward fold. Now this is a deeper forward fold. Take the palms of your hands underneath your feet. Walk your hands so far underneath that your toes are touching your wrist. You might have to have a deep bend in your knees for this pose, and that's okay. If this pose is painful at all, I encourage you to take your hands out from underneath your foot and do a normal forward fold. Carefully release. Come back up to mountain pose. Breath or two. Take your feet about hip-width apart, let your toes come out at an angle, and sink down into Malasana. So you will know this pose is right for you because your heels are down on the ground, and you can sink your behind all the way down. If this pose is not right for you, you don't have to do it. Left arm out to the side, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Take a breath. Come back to center. Right arm out to the side or down on the ground, reach your left arm up. Small twist here. Remember, twist from the belly. Take one more breath back at center. Bring your hands behind you, take a seat. Come down onto your back. Set up for bridge pose. So let your feet be hip-width apart. Draw your shoulder blades underneath you. Lift your hips. Now to go deeper into this pose, only if you feel you can, get your shoulder blades underneath you. Just a little more. Then press down into your feet and lift your hips a little higher. Slowly lower back down. Bend your knees into your chest. Now take your hands underneath your knees and start to rock back and forth. Get a few really good rocks here. Let this be as gentle or as dynamic as you choose, as your body allows. Maybe one or two more rocks. Come down onto your back again. Let's take a twist. Arms out to the side. And let your knees fall to the side. Imagine wringing out anything that does not serve you, anything that is opposite of what you want your quality to be. Other side for the twist. Bring your knees back up to center. Bend your right knee into your chest and then take your legs straight up into the air. Now gently hold on to the back of your leg. Reach your arms up as far as you can go and lift your head and your shoulders. Let that go. Let's try the other side. Take your legs straight up into the air. Hold on to the back of your leg. Lift your head, lift your shoulders. Light touch on your leg. Use your belly muscles to help lift you up. You might even use your neck muscles. Come back down. Maybe take a full body stretch. Now, if there's any other final poses that you need, this is your chance to complete your practice. And then when you're ready, you can either stay lying down on the mat, or you can come back up to a seated position as I am. Take just a few moments here. Spend as much time as you wish, preferably at least 5 minutes here. You might choose to have a deep breath, like you did in the beginning of class, or you might choose to keep a soft breath. Think of your quality again. What do you want to embody today? And I'm going to end the video here. You stay here as long as you choose. Namaste. Hello everyone. Remember to like and share my video. Also, if you want a more personalized experience, I am available for private yoga sessions online. Contact me at yogawithjillian11@gmail.com or check me out on Facebook at Transcend Yoga. Bye.